didn't make any sense at all. And Riley understood that way before anybody else did.
I want to ask more about Pat Riley, but I'm curious as far as Bob Knight goes. What did you learn from him that you didn't know about basketball before working on
I learned
on
that
those projects?
he's a savant. He I still have sore ribs from this, and he cared about the game, and I still have sore ribs from this one. We're sitting at the University of Georgia, and I won't name the coaches. It's not the current coaching staff, but teams break up in a shoot around. They go bigs at one end and small at the other, and the bigs are at the one end, and they're throwing the ball into the post, and the player would catch it, and without a dribble, back to the basket, would drop their right foot, drop their left foot, and then go up and shoot the ball. Now, this happened like 6 times in a row, and I get punched in the chest. Hard. And he says, Coach Knight says to me, "Do you see this blank?" I said, "Well, Coach, let me fix my ribs here, but yes, I do see this blank." I had to physically restrain him from walking down on the floor and interrupting practice, because every time these kids in college, in a post-up drill, day of the game, they traveled every time they caught the ball. And the coaches were okay with that. And he was infuriated by this, to the point where he punched me, and I had to hold him back and stop him from going down on the floor and interrupting the practice. And, we had a discussion about it. I said, well, that's why they're not any good. That's why that team's not very good. They're not coached well enough to appreciate those little things. And that's the big message from him that I got, that every little thing you did on the court mattered, whether it was a drop step, a bounce pass, a pass to a shooter, a pivot. Everything you did mattered. And if you coached that way, you could have a pretty good team.
Did he tell the coaching staff what he thought?
Like in a mild way?
He never talked to him about he sees stuff. Like, I'm the kind of guy that I have to watch things a couple times before they really sink in. Like I think I saw it. Well, let me go back and look at the tape and rewind it and look at it and double check. There are guys like, I think there's about a half a dozen of them I've been around. Doug Collins could do it. Bob Knight could do it. Pat Riley could do it. Larry Brown could do it. They literally could replay an entire game in their head and be dead on accurate about every play within that 48-minute game. And that is scary, savant type mind control that I don't possess that skill at all. And those guys do, and they see it and they remember it, and that's why they were good before videotape and probably even better after videotape.
So let's go back to the time with